Hey guys, welcome to Sew It Yourself. For today's project, I'm going to share you one of the most trendiest kurti. For that, I have taken a 2.5 meter printed cotton fabric and 1 meter contrast fabric. Now, without any further delay, let's get started. Just fold the fabric by half in width, then by half in length. So here you can see 4 layers, and this is the open side. And the other side is the closed side, and the first 2 layers is for the front portion and the other 2 layers is for the back portion. Firstly, I'll mark the length of the top, which is 41 inch in my measurement, which includes seam allowance. So just mark that and extend these points. Now I'm going to mark the shoulder measurement. In my measurement, shoulder is 6.5 inch. So measure your shoulder divided by 2 is the formula for this shoulder. Then mark neck width as 3 inch. The required width of the fabric is around 21 inch. From this point, mark half inch down for shoulder slope. Then join this with the neck width point. Then again from here you have to mark armhole depth measurement, which is 6.5 inch. I am taking the same measurement as my shoulder. Extend these points. So from the shoulder, mark 7 inch for chest measurement. And then 15 inch for waist measurement. So extend these 2 points. So now we have to mark the chest measurement. In my measurement, chest is 40 inch divided by 4 is 10 inch plus seam allowance. So mark 10 inch plus seam allowance. So totally 11.5 inch. Then waist measurement. In my measurement, waist is 34 inch divided by 4 is 8.5 inch plus seam allowance. So totally 10 inch. So just mark that. Then from this point, mark 1.5 inch for back armhole curve and 1 inch for front armhole curve. And then here also you have to mark half inch. Then join this with the shoulder point. After this, draw the back armhole curve. Then draw front armhole curve. Now again we have to mark the sides. Join these sides. Then from the waist till the bottom we have to mark it. So place the measuring tape here and mark till the bottom. After that, in the bottom of the fabric also you have to place the measuring tape here and mark some 5 to 6 inch upwards. And then draw a slight curve by joining these points. Now let's see how to mark the neck measurement. Firstly, I'll mark the back neck. So my back neck depth is 3 inch. And then mark front neck as 6.5 inch. Now extend these points. I'm going to draw a round neckline for both front and the back portion. So just draw a round neckline. And that's it. With this marking is complete, now I'm going to cut this. First you have to cut only the back armhole. Now make a small notches. After this I am going to trace this on the plain fabric and I will trace it. This is the single layer. So from the open side I have marked around 4 inch. So just mark it and trace it. After marking this, just cut it. Now mark the neck depth as 3 inch and then draw a box and draw a round neckline also. Now cut this. Take a single layer and mark 6.5 inch throughout the fabric and then cut it. After this I have taken our main fabric. So just open this. And adjust the fabric. So from the center mark around 8 to 9 inch according to your wish. And then in the corner of the fabric also you have to mark some around 8 to 9 inch. Then join these 2 points. After that cut it. So now what I am going to do is first trim the back neck. After that just remove the back portion, and for the front portion trim the neckline and also the armhole. Again I am going to place this on the plain fabric and I will trace the bottom. Just open this. And draw the armhole and cut it. After cutting this, just open the main fabric and mark the bottom of it. Then just take this one and from that point mark some 2 inch to 2.5 inch above and then draw a straight line here. Extend this point. Now cut this. Again cut the strip as well. So this is how it will be. So now let's see how to cut the sleeves. For that I have taken a leftover fabric. Just fold this by half in width and then fold it one more time. Adjust the fabric and leave some off-inch space at the top and then draw a straight line. Firstly, I will mark the length of the sleeve. In my measurement, length is around 9 inch. So mark 9 inch and extend these points. Again from this point mark 3.5 inch as gap height. Also extend these points. Then from here you have to mark the circumference of the armhole, which is 8.5 inch in my measurement, then plus seam allowance. So join these 2 points. Now I am going to draw the back sleeve. So starting from here, I'll just draw the back sleeve. And again I'll leave some ½ inch inwards and then I'll draw the front sleeve. I'll give a small frills at the bottom of the fabric, so I'm taking the whole width of the bottom. But this marking is complete, just cut it. Make a center notch and then open the fabric and check whether the right sides are facing together. After that only we have to trim the front sleeve. At the bottom of the sleeve I'll give some border. For that I am going to cut the fabric. I have taken a contrast fabric for the border. This is 2 layer and mark 3.5 inch as a length and 15.5 inch as the width. Now join these points and then cut this. You'll get 2 layers, one for the right sleeve and one for the left sleeve. So just open this, I'll attach the border with the sleeve. Cutting is complete. Now let's see how to stitch. For that I have taken the back portion. This is the cross piece. Place this cross piece at the right side of the fabric and make a stitch at the neckline. Then take the front portion. Similar to the back portion, you have to finish the front portion neckline as well. Just open this and take the cross piece and place it at the right side of the fabric and make a stitch. Similarly for the contrast fabric also, we have to repeat the same. Just open this. So the required width is 6.5 inch and length is according to your top length. Now just place it here and make a stitch. Now for belt I have taken 2 strips. I'll show you the width of the fabric. First belt is 32 inch and the second belt is 21 inch. What I'm going to do is just I'll hold this by half in length, then I'll make a stitch here. After finishing the belt, I will place this exactly here and then I'll make a stitch. I'm first stitching the belt. Make a stitch at the wrong side of the fabric. I finished stitching. Now turn this inside out. So just tuck this. After this, I'm going to place this inside the fabric and I'll make a stitch. So at this point, I'm just inserting this belt and I'll make a stitch at the wrong side of the fabric. I finished stitching. Now I have taken the front portion neckline. Just place the cross piece and make a stitch at the right side of the fabric. Now trim the excess fabric and make a small cuts all around the neckline. Then make a top stitch at the strips. Turn this to the wrong side of the fabric and fold it twice and make a stitch at the inner edge of the fabric. Similarly, finish the back neckline also. Here you can see I have finished the neckline for the front portion as well as for the back portion. This is how it looks. This is the contrast fabric. Here also I have finished attaching the strip with the main fabric. Now we have to trim the neckline. Just arrange the fabric properly and then cut it. Now this is how it looks when you turn to the wrong side of the fabric and make a stitch at the wrong side. After that you have to turn and make a stitch at the right side. Now make a small cuts all around the neckline and turn this to the right side. This is how it will be. Now make a top stitch here. I finished stitching. So this is the front portion. I'm just placing that contrast fabric in the front portion. Just place it here. Adjust the fabric and fold this here exactly like this. After folding this, I will attach the button here, then make a stitch at the sides till here. So here I will attach the button. Now trim the excess fabric. Now just pin the fabric. So at the bottom of the contrast fabric, you have to fold it twice and make a stitch. So after attaching this, I will just place the back portion on top of the front portion and I'll attach the shoulder. After attaching the shoulder, I will finish the back portion neckline by folding it twice to the wrong side of the fabric. While attaching the sides, what you have to do is you have to attach the another belt. So just place it here and make a stitch. I'll just pin the belt here. Now let's start stitching. To begin with, I'll finish the shoulder. After attaching the shoulder, I'll finish the back portion neckline by folding it twice to the wrong side of the fabric. Now I have taken the sleeves. Here you can see. Just fold the sleeve and mark the center. Similar to that, fold the contrast fabric also and mark the center. Then match both the center and then we have to start making a frills here. Just fold it exactly like this by leaving 1 inch on both the sides from the center and then make a stitch here. Then for the contrast fabric also fold this exactly and place it here and then make a stitch at the wrong side of the fabric, then turn and make a top stitch. Now first I will make a small frills by leaving 1 inch on both the sides from the center and make a stitch here. After that, fold the contrast fabric exactly like this and make a stitch. Now turn this and make a top stitch. Repeat the same procedure for the other side of the sleeve as well. Here you can see I finished attaching both the sleeves with the border. Now I'll show you how to attach this with the top. So I have finished attaching the shoulder as well and also the back portion neckline. Now let's see how to attach the sleeves with the top. For that, take the sleeve and match the center of the sleeve with the shoulder and make sure that the right sides of the sleeve facing to the right side of the top. Just place it here and make a stitch. Repeat the same procedure for the other side of the sleeve as well. Make a stitch here. I have already pinned the fabric with the sleeve, so I am just making a stitch now. Finish the other part of the sleeve with the same method. Here you can see I finished attaching both the sleeves with the top. Now I'll share you how to attach the sides. So starting from the sleeve round, make a stitch up to this point till the bottom. Repeat the same for the other side also. So before attaching both the sides, fold the bottom twice to the wrong side of the fabric and make a stitch. To begin with, I'm folding the bottom twice and I'll start making a stitch. Repeat the same for the back portion as well. Now for this contrast fabric also, you have to fold the fabric twice and make a stitch. I've finished the bottom. Now we will attach the sides. So how much seam allowance you have given, that much you have to mark it and make a stitch till the waist point. After waist point, you have to leave some half-inch space on the fabric and start making a stitch till the bottom. Repeat the same for the other side as well. With this stitching is complete. I hope you like this video. If you like it, then do like, share, subscribe and comment. This is the final outlook of my project. Thanks for watching.